So, is the Sony a6600 still worthy of buying in 2025? Or is it just better to go with the ZV-E10 Mark II or even the Sony a6700? Well, it's been officially 1 year since I bought my Sony a6600 and I've used it in all conditions, from shooting weddings, photo shoots, YouTube, and even edits and just plain photos. So here is what I really think about it. Okay, so before we dive right into it, just note that the only lens I have is the Sony 16-50mm kit lens, the one I bought with this camera. So all of the footage and all of the photos you see in this video is gonna be shot on this lens, which is a 3.5 f-stop lens. Definitely not the best lens out there, but that is the only one I've used. So just keep note of that. Okay, so the first category I want to talk about is going to be the build and ergonomics of this camera. Okay, so firstly, the build quality is very good on this camera. And I've compared this and I've shot with some Canon cameras, and to be honest, those cameras just feel full of plastic, while this one actually feels like quality. And then obviously with this flip out screen that helps me so much, especially if I'm making talking head content like this, I can always see where I am in the frame. Now obviously it comes with that bigger grip with the FZ100 batteries, which I can use the entire battery for literally a whole week of shooting before even thinking about using another one. So yeah, battery life on this camera is exceptionally good and I really don't have to worry about that when shooting this type of content. So yeah, for build quality, I've gotten used to where all of the buttons are, and you can obviously set up your custom buttons and all of those stuff. And for me, it really speeds up my entire process, because some of my buttons I can literally press one button and all of my settings are automatically dialed in. So yeah, for the build and ergonomics of this camera, I also like how small it is, because then I can literally carry it around like it's a little pocket camera and no one would know how good this actually is. Next is gonna be the video. Now this is going to be the main reason a lot of people buy this camera, and for me this video is perfect. Now to be honest, this is a very good hybrid camera for photos and videos. So if you're just starting out like me, coming from an iPhone, I would recommend this camera to you, because you can get best of both worlds when you buy this camera. So yeah, coming from someone that shot all of their content on your phone, as you guys can see here, this is my iPhone camera. This is a major upgrade. It can shoot 4K up to 30 frames per second and 1080p up to 120 frames per second. And there is all those stuff of S-logs and LUTs and all of those stuff you can throw on it. But I've really never come to use those, because straight out of the camera, the footage looks already good enough. Yeah, so as you guys can see, it makes a major difference from shooting on your smartphone. Now, what I would say, I said this camera is good for content creation, but to be honest, this camera can be good for anything. If you upgrade your lenses and put this on a rig or on a gimbal, you can use this to shoot weddings and literally anything that you want. That's why I'm not planning to sell this camera anytime soon. I'm just simply gonna upgrade my lenses and everything that comes with that. That's why I would also recommend this camera for beginner filmmakers that not just doing content but also wanted to shoot and do some extra content like photo shoots and videos and real estate and those type of stuff as well. And then brings me to the video features that this camera has. I mean, the in-body stabilization on this camera has helped me so much when I shoot all of my stuff handheld. And then obviously that eye autofocus I talked about, going on the video 4K still eye autofocus. It does crop in a little bit when you're doing 4K, but it's not really affected me that much. And then as for overheating, I've used this camera and I've never gotten a single signal of it's gonna overheat. I mean, there was a few times where I thought my camera's gonna shut down. It just never did. Okay, so next I want to talk about the price of this camera. Now, new when I bought it for around $1,000 last year, but I've seen these go for sale secondhand for about $800 with the kit lens as well. That's why I think this is such a slept on camera, because it has all the features. It has the IBIS that the 6400 doesn't have, the flip out screen, the 4K, all of those stuff. And for $800, I think this is the perfect camera to buy if you're just getting into content creation or filmmaking of any of those things. So yeah, pretty slept on camera. Yeah, so when I first bought this camera, I knew it's gonna have good quality, but it did take me a while to learn all the manual settings and the white balance and all of those stuff. But once you have that dialed in, you literally don't need any other camera. Okay, so there you have it. That was what I think of the Sony a6600. As I said, extremely slept on camera, to be honest. But yeah, if you have any further questions, don't be shy, just drop it in the comments. If you want some advice, you can always email me and all of those things. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.